Good morning. Welcome to your chat. Yes, guys, welcome to your chat. Welcome to the live this morning, guys. Wait for some people to log in. Listen, guys, you've seen the thumbnail. We're going to have a morning discussion, Sunday vibes. We're going to speak Malik Yoba, saying he no longer identify as a black person, as a black man. Leave your comment, guys. We're going to wait for some people to log in this morning and get involved with the show this morning, guys. Welcome to your chat. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, guys. Wait for some people to log in this morning. Thank you. And I also have a clipping that I'm going to share, and so you guys have an understanding what Malik is coming from. We're going to read the article, and guys, we have the hats as well. We have the hats. So if you let me know, guys. Let me know. So welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live this morning. We are live coming from Staten Island. Yesterday I went to my son's soccer game. Deep in Jersey, about an hour and a half away. That went well. And you have another game today, but it went good, guys. Went good, guys. Wait for some people to log in. Leave your comment, guys. Leave your comment. Leave your comment. Malik Yoba no longer identify himself as a black man. He said he's a non-Caucasian white person, so that's what he's identified, but he's not black. And he want a lot of people to jump on the bandwagon to start this trend. Listen, man. Listen, guys. It's not everything that you see people start that we want to jump on this bandwagon and support, because you have a lot of people out there, doing things just for, as they say, for the fame of it, or because people don't like a certain person that got elected. A lot of people want to use their personal or their platform to say certain things, but people, we all entitled to our opinion. But is our opinion all true? Some is your, that's why it's called opinion. That is your opinion. So Malik Yoba went on record and said he no longer identify himself as a black man. I have a clipping. I have something I'm going to share directly from his Instagram page, where this man went on his Instagram and start to speak on his opinions and believe that we need to boycott. I don't know, but we have the article. I don't know how that's going to work. I really don't know how that's going to work. I have an article, a little. I was going to share my camera this morning, but my computer wasn't. I don't know. My computer, it was just the internet, man. So I couldn't. I wanted to share my screen so I could actually pull it up, and I didn't want to go through StreamYard this morning, so I just directly from my phone, guys. But I have an article that I'm going to read and give information out where this man is coming from. So he's saying he do not identify himself as a black man. He's none Caucasian or non-white. So he's saying that he want everyone, Asian, Hispanic, to identify, because they're saying that majority, that the current president, the Republican, everyone is as they say, the Caucasian or white people are teaming up. And listen, this is not the answer. This is not the answer. This is not the answer. This is not the answer, because obviously we know that you are not a person of white. We know that. Then he's saying, oh, this is no DEI, this is none of this is none of that. So he's saying we all got to personalize individually to speak out what we personally believe, what we think that we want to identify as. Listen, I cannot identify as a nun, as they say. I don't want to use that word, white, black, but I'm from, as you want to say, the black or African race. And you know, we want to fight and say, oh, against white people, black people this, black people that, black people this. And we have a lot of issue we got to work out too, Malik. We have a lot of issue because this is an issue we got to work out. Check this out. So what happened to all those the black and black crime? See, everyone want their opinion to go forward, what they believe and what they stand for. Rich, poor, famous, not famous, you know, high pro, whatever. In the public eye, out of public eye. Everyone want their opinion to go forward. But we want racism, we want all of this to end. But majority of the issue that we have in our community is among ourselves. We wanna come out and say, oh, black owned business, black owned barbershop, black owned this, black owned and we want our own name and support. Business is business. You should not direct or be directed to a group of people. Yeah, you are black. We all know you're black, but why your business got to explicitly say, "Oh, black owned, only to black support, only black"? That's you limiting your business. Your business not going to be successful because a lot of us we come on social media, we talk the black conscience thing and all of that. We talk all the black conscience thing, this and that. You have Dr. Umar King Kong conscience. Now you have Malik talking about he no longer identifies as a black man. So you say all of that. And what does that accomplish? Nothing. That's the problem that I have. Everyone wanted their agenda to go forward, but when it's time to support our own, when black need to support blacks, that's what I'm talking about. We spend more money on sneakers, on wigs, all artificial things than we disrespect our woman. Look how a woman go on TV. See, this a woman go on social media. So you want to come and say, so is this a game this man trying to play? Oh, you want to you don't want to identify yourself a black. So you you want to you want to identify yourself a non-white person and what is that going to prove? To make a statement because you don't like how the government is going, you don't like Trump in there, you don't like this one, you don't like that one. The people have spoken. I just don't get it why people cannot understand that the American people have voted and spoken. You know, listen, your vote didn't cut it. Unfortunately, you have majority of people say they want Trump in the presidency. So all of these things that, you know what I mean, Trump is doing, we the one vote for this man to go in there. Now we want to change it. It's, oh, we don't like how the game is going. We got to change the rule to benefit us. I am tired of it. I am tired of it. We always the first one to go out and preach, oh, we need to our own, black this, black owned, black is. How you expect your business to establish if you only stick to a certain group of people that don't support your business? Black do not support other black business. That's the fact. And when you have a business directly, oh, black owned, black this, black owned, oh, this and that, that's segregation. Because your own is not going to come and support you. So you need other ethnic background. Look what happened to the Asian. When the Asian have their fruit stand or in Brooklyn or on Staten Island, they have these delis and bodega or China restaurant. Everybody go there. They don't say it's only Asian business only. No, you cannot do, and that's the problem. We love to make ourselves feel good and look good. Oh, black this. Oh, I'm a black actor. What the hell it have to do with acting? Black. You're black and what? You're actor. You're an actor. Oh, the first black president and what? Why we gotta imitate other people? Oh, we run around behind Caucasian people. I don't identify as black. I identify. So what do you want us to do? You want everyone talking about? Oh, everyone need to jump on this, their own personal opinion and then voice their opinion, what you identify as, and we know this to the trend. This is a trend that people want to identify, all pronouns and all of that, this and that. Yes. So what we're gonna jump on that bandwagon too? We jump on everybody bandwagon except our own bandwagon when it's time to help our own people. That's the problem that I have with Malik's situation, talking about he don't identify. Listen, man, it's way over your head. It's way over your head. And you think because you are a famous person, you able to boycott and do other things. What happened to the man out here that working hard to take care of his family? See, they don't look. See, they don't look at these. These Hollywood people, all they look at is being selfish and want to do things for themselves, how they feel. Oh, they want to feel. They want to. He want to feel that he want to contribute something to black so-called society. Talking about you don't identify yourself as a black man. To prove what point? What point you trying to prove? I don't. Come on, no people. We need to be smarter than that. We need to be smarter than that. We are living in the year 2025. We need to be smarter than that. We need to stop pulling this color card and get this all the plan of the enemy. People don't understand. We all fight in the same enemy, guys. One enemy. It doesn't matter. One enemy. It doesn't matter if you're white, you're black, you're Asian, you're Spanish, Venezuela, whatever, Dominican, whatever country you're from, guys. We all fighting one enemy. And his purpose is he don't care if you're white, if you're black, if you're Asian, if you whatever. He don't care. He doesn't care about that. His main purpose is to lie to people, segregate people, deceive people, and his ultimate mission is to take your life. That's what it is. That's what it is. So we keep thinking about these issues. Oh, look all the issues that we're not speaking about in our community, Malik. Then you want us to go focus on an issue that we cannot control. You want us to focus to identify something that is nonsense. We all know that people who identify as they live in a delusional world. They don't believe in the truth. They're living in denial. So you want us to jump on a bandwagon and talk about you do not identify as a black man no more or a black woman. Come on now. Guys, these people, let me share this clippings with your guys, the voice recorder. And this is directly from Malik page, Instagram page, and we're gonna listen to what this man said. And to me, it doesn't make no sense. Let's play this article. I should have shared my screen, but y'all could still hear.
What's up, America?
This is Malik.
Decided that I'm no longer a black man.
Okay.
No longer a person of color. BIPOC.
So he started out saying he no longer identified as a black man. Okay, where that going to take us? Where is that going to take us, people? Where is that going to take us? No. Where that going to take us? Oh, you don't identify yourself as a black man. Oh, that makes you good. Oh, yeah, you're doing something. Oh, because you mad at the current president, the Republican. Because all of these people were Democrat. They're not going to speak of what the Democrat done to society. Not going to speak on that. But they were quick to run and jump on what Trump is doing and not correcting the garbage that the Democrat did for years to our community. But you want us to now to go identify that you're non-black. What propaganda nonsense this, guys. Please don't make this make sense. Make this make sense. Make this make sense, guys. Make no sense. Let's continue this nonsense here.
None of this shit. What I am is a non-white man.
No, he's a non-white man.
I think we should all just start calling ourselves non-white. So
what propaganda is that?
They're gonna have to figure it out.
Figure what?
Say that shit explicitly.
They're gonna have to figure it out.
No BIPOC, no references to our blackness. So we just all walk around like, I'm not a black man, I'm a non-white man.
What world is man
living in?
Non-white. What world is he living in?
I'm a non-white, all of us. Asians, Latinos.
Really?
Black people, everybody. Call it what it is. I'm just non-white. And let them rebuke that. Let them refute it.
Make no sense.
Let them come up with something that just says, we like all non-whites. Excuse me. We don't like all non-whites.
So, what is the point he's trying to make? What is the point Malik trying to make? So you want people to follow you to say that you don't identify as a black man. And what is the purpose of that? Tell me now, what is that going to prove? What we playing people, we need to stop playing games. These celebrities, they get bored when they don't have nothing to do and they want to inflict their opinion on other people so other people think that they're doing something edifying for the community. Meanwhile, he's not doing people. I'm not saying this man don't do, but this don't make no sense. You don't identify as you're not black. So what are you now? Make no sense, guys. So actor Malik Yoba have sparked a conversation over the weekend with his latest declaration over racial identity in America. There is no, listen, listen, let me tell you how these people full of crap. Let me tell you how these people full of crap. Let me tell you how these people full of crap. The crap is this. You coming on your platform, using your platform for God knows what, that's your platform. So instead of using your platform for something constructive and edifying, you want to come and speak division. That's what you're speaking, division. You're speaking division, and that is not going to help our condition. See, this is the problem with these famous people. Whenever they get bored and they don't have nothing to do and they sitting by themselves and thinking and brainstorm, you came up with this great idea, Malik Yoba, talking about, I no longer identify myself as black. And I see the point where he's trying to make. I see the point, guys. I don't want people to say, oh, YARDCHAT, oh, you too negative. No, it's not about that. I see the point that this man is making, but it don't make no damn point. It don't make no sense where this man is going, because you want to go tell people that you should not identify as a black person, but you should identify as a non-Caucasian person. So you want people to change their whole mindset, like how the LGBT community changed with all different type of pronouns and this and that. So you want us to do that, to identify, living a lie that you're non-white, you're non-black. What propaganda is that? Is that going to make the situation better? No, it's not going to make it better, guys. But you know, these people, they will come on social media and speak their opinion and feeling how they want us to follow them. So you want black people to follow you, to say they do not identify as a black person because you had this brainstorm over the weekend. So you want to share your magnificent idea to the whole world because you're famous and people will follow you. Then you want to come out and say, oh, identify as a non-black person. Whoopie-doo, yeah, you did something real good. Now you bring more confusion to young people. See, these people, they don't think about the consequences of what they do in their action. And that is why this channel is stand for YARDCHAT. You are responsible daily. And anytime anyone, I don't care if you're white, black, Asian, if you're purple, you have an eye in the middle of your forehead, I don't give a damn. If you go against what the creative words say, then we have a problem. Because that's the only thing that we have in this life is the word of the Most High, say how we're supposed to live and treat each other. Outside of that, you're having people using their platform to preach segregation, separatism, and racism in among black people. That's what it is. Because now you're going to spark a conversation where you're going to have, like my kids who are half Japanese and half black. Where are you going to put them? See, these people don't think, but they were quick to come on social media and talk a whole bunch of crap, just like Dr. Umar. Now look at Dr. Umar coming on TV, trying to do repair damage with his family, but the damage is done. The damage is done. So now Malik Yoba, you came over the weekend with this brilliant idea. Now you want people, you want the Asian, you want the black, you want the Spanish to follow your nonsense, what you believe, that you don't identify as yourself as a black man no more. What about the young people? What about the young people what about this generation? Kids are born from all different type of ethnic background. You have white and black, of course. You have Hispanic, you have Asian. And when I say Asian, that's including Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Taiwan, whatever. All include. So you trying to tell me what happened to all those kids that, my kids, for example, half Japanese, mixed with Japanese and mixed with black blood, my blood. So where you going to tell them to identify as? Others, outsiders, because you're not black, you're not white. What are you going to tell them? That's the problem. That's the problem in our community. We are so quick. We are so quick to defend other people, to jump on their bandwagon. But when it's time to defend our culture, our people, righteousness, we scatter like fly. We come up with these brilliant ideas. Now, brilliant idea Malik Yoba came up with. Oh, I'm no longer going to identify myself as a black man. Then you want other people to follow your propaganda. Then you're talking about, oh, this had nothing to do with the DI, this and that. We just want to identify non-Caucasian and let them deal with it. Let them deal with what? Let them deal. That's what he's saying. Oh, let them figure it out. Figure what out? Figure what out, Malik. You came up with some brilliant idea that you want to push it on the whole black community. We should do this. We should do that. These people living a lie, man. Like I said, when they don't have nothing to do, they will come on social media and talk a whole bunch of nonsense. Now you have this brilliant idea over the weekend. Talking about now the brilliant idea this man had, talking about, oh, he no longer identify as a black man. That's the brilliant idea that he came up with over the weekend. The brainstorm. Beautiful idea, Malik. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now you're going to confuse our kids even more. You're going to confuse this generation more because you telling them don't identify as a black. But put down that you any other color except for white. I'm telling you guys, we are definitely living the last days where people want to put their opinion, their belief in others, their pronoun, and do whatever they want to call or whatever they want to identify on other people for other people to give them acknowledgement. That's what it is. So you're looking for people to acknowledge you, Malik, that you're not black. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. You don't want to identify yourself as black. So what are you? All of a sudden you come up with this brilliant idea. Now you want to force that on young people that are already confused in today's world, but you want to bring more confusion on these people. So the video was on Instagram. Yoba announced that he no longer identified as a black man. Yoba announced that he no longer identified as a black man. So I want to see what the extent where he going to go, the limit. So therefore, let me tell you something, how these people full of crap. You know, you're going to have other people that are going to follow this man and go to the limit. Oh, I want to change my birth paper. I don't want to identify as a black. They want to change. They're going to change all of that and put it on a piece of paper and forgetting that who they are. Presently, people are going to look at them and say, these people have mental issues. Just like you have someone who's transitioning, you're going to go through all the documents, get all your birth paper changed, your name change, driver license change, all of that. But when the person look at you and see what their eye is saying, they're going to know something is off. Something is not right. So, Malik, so are you going to go to the extreme? Or are you going to go to the extreme to change your driver license? Or are you going to go to the extreme to change your birth paper? Because you have these people who are going to that extent to do that, to change their ID, to change their birth paper, to the extent, to the fully of what they can go. So are you going to do that, Malik? Are you going to go change your on your birth paper, say that you're African American? You're gonna change it, say now you're not a descendant of African American because you don't identify. That's what you're gonna say. So how is this gonna work? See, these are the questions that I ask. See, and the thing is, guys, I don't ask hard question. It's just simple, common sense question. How long this charade gonna last, Malik? How long this charade gonna last? Because I know you're gonna have some people that are going to the extreme that most likely probably would go to get their name changed, get their birth paper changed, all that just to put something on there that they think how they want to identify themselves and look as. So how they feel, they want that explanation on paper. They need to go to the Social Security, change their name, whoever name, change their picture on the driver license, all of that. People, that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. So man, listen, I don't know, guys. This thing with Malik, people, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sit well with me. It's a lot of complication. It's a lot of problem behind it, and people think that it's okay. So the video explanation via Instagram, Yoga announced that he no longer identifies as a black man, reject common use term like, black, indigenous, and people of color, including the purpose of new approach and identify simple as non-white. America have decided that they're no longer a black. America has decided that I'm no longer a black man, no longer a person of color. So the black, indigenous, people of color, I'm no longer the person of color. Yoga stated, what I am a non-white person, a non-white man. I think we should all adjust, start and call ourselves non-white, so they're going to have to figure it out. So they're going to have to figure it out. You see how this man's speaking? They're going to have to figure it out. They who? They who? Who going to figure out? Who going to figure out that you don't want to identify yourself, that what you really are when you look in the mirror? We all know when you look in the mirror, you only see one person, Malik. You are a black person, as they say in today's society. You are non-white, if you want to put it like that. So how many people are going to go around and support you? How many people are going to go to the extent to have their name changed and everything changed? The sex change on the driver license or passport, they wanted to change to be the person who they identify themselves as. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Now you have Trump, talking about the DEI people. Also, Malik said, oh, this is not about no DEI, this and that. People stop. You see, we all know slavery exists. And we all know people, traumatized from that. We all know that. Slavery it wasn't a good thing. It was a bad thing, guys. Mess up people's lives and families and generation and generation. You have people who are still suffering from it. I mean, as they say, the slave syndrome, the side effect, it's rough, guys. It did affect us. But hear this now. Hear this. When a child comes to the age of accountability, he or she will decide what they want to do and make the best decision for themselves. Despite of all what's going on, you still have to make decisions and choices in life in general. So my question is this: if we want to get on this band train and talking about, oh, I no longer identify myself as a black man. What? Okay. And what? You no longer identify as a black man, and what? What are you going to do after that? What? You're gonna wait for people to figure it out. That's what Malik said. He's gonna wait for people to figure it out. No one gonna figure that out, because that is just plain stupid. I keep it real. 100% dumb. I see the point that he's trying to make, but we need to clean up our backyard before we need to start clean up or talk about somebody else's yard. We need to clean up our backyard. Our young people need to clean up the way they behave, how they treat each other, how they're dancing, how they come on social media. The first thing our young people do is turn their ass in the camera. What is that? They turn their back on you. They turn their back on you. You have a young lady. talking about her dream job, plane from Air Alaska, fired. Why? Twerking on a job. You have a young lady working at McDonald's, had a BBL. All type of people pulling up just to see her. She lost her job because that is not the way a person act on their job. We need to fix ourselves first before we need to start talking about you don't identify as a black person. How long you think the charade gonna go on, Malik? Yoba, how long the charade you putting on? Why? Because you want some attention now, you want some views. Oh, he started a good conversation. And what? Did you think about all the biracial black kids that are mixed, that are born to all different ethnic group? What are you going to tell them? I'm hearing crickets now. I'm hearing crickets. See, this is the problem with these movie stars and these famous people. Guilt. They feel guilty, guys. It's all guilt. It's all guilt. It's all guilt. What they display is all guilt. So you don't mean to tell me you come on social media hot this weekend and bring that nonsense and left it like that. You come on, speak your opinion, and want to project your opinion on others because how you feel about President Trump and this administration. Basically, that's what it is. And half of these people were Democrat. All of them, Democrat. And what did they all support? You see, that's the problem. Democrats want to have their cake and eat it too. Good morning, bless up. That's the thing. They want to have their cake and eat it too. So how are you going to come on national TV this weekend and on your platform on Instagram and talk about you no longer identify yourself as a black person? Then you want others to fall on this stupid train that you so-called think that you're doing something good. All these people promote is segregation, guys. That's all he's promoting, segregation. So why don't you go speak about we need health care for our community? See, they don't want to attack basic things what we need, but they're going to attack racism, and we will never end that, guys. Racism will never end. As long as you have human being on this earth, racism will never end. Black people are racist too. We are the number one racist among ourselves, not towards others, but to ourselves. Then you want the audacity to talk about, oh, black owned, black this, black that. You limit yourself when you put yourself in a category. Oh, support black owned business. How long that lasts? How long do you see these people pushing, black this, black that? Meanwhile, their own people don't even support them. Their own people don't even come and support their store. And the first thing when they go to business, what they say, oh, our people didn't support us. But you want to go talk about, you want to disannounce that you're a black person. Yeah. People, these people are full of nonsense. These people are full of nonsense. Talk about you no longer identify yourself as a black man. So what you identify as a non-white person and what that's going to do for you. What that going to do for you? What that going to do for me? Come on, people. Come on, man. It's sad in our community. We have so many so-called, everyone want to be leaders. Everyone want to be the lead, as they say, the chief. Everybody want to be the chief. And when the war break out, do chief fight wars? No. As they say, it's I don't want to use that term, but as they say, it's the Indian that fight the war. It's the army. They the one on the ground fighting the war. They the one need a lot of credit because they the one that doing most of the work, groundwork. But you want to come on the amount of issue that we have in our community, you find another issue to go tackle. That's not going to go here or there no time soon. But you want to go tackle some nonsense talking about you don't want to identify yourself as a black. Good luck with that. Matter of fact, why you didn't identify yourself as a horse? Why you didn't do that? You should identify yourself as a horse. Trying to get rights for you. Anytime you have to get rights from people, it's a problem. Anytime you got to get things from people, it's a problem because we the one give them the power. We the one give them power. People, let me tell you something. I'm a human being. I don't give a damn. I know what I am. I know I'm a dark complexion. I know that. So I cannot identify myself as a light-skinned person. I cannot do that. Because that is ludicrous, guys. That don't make no sense. Everyone know what you are. It's just like a man want to transition to be a woman. We all know realistically, in reality, you could put all the outer pearls and garment, but we know inside you still who you are. Keep it real. Keep it real. So good luck with that. Oh, matter of fact, I don't identify myself as black. People, they've been putting these things on the application for years. Listen, it doesn't mean nothing to me when you say, oh, they use it to count people or to balance. I don't care what they say. All I know is this. No one will speak for me but me. No one going to tell me, oh, to identify as something. I'm like, you full of nonsense. You're full of nonsense, Malik. You're full of nonsense. So these people will come on national TV and speak their piece, but not once they come with solution. They come with more problems for you to jump on their bandwagon, for them to get followers and likes and people to follow them. Because what is the purpose of you going around telling people you do not identify as a black man? What the purpose is that? What is the purpose of that, Malik? What are you going to accomplish? What are you going to tell the younger generation? What are you going to tell my kids? What are you going to tell half the kids that born, some of them not even 100% black no more because majority of them is mixed with something. Everyone now in the United States is not 100% no more. It's even trickling into the Asian community. Because guess what? You have the Asian community that probably have 2 or 3 generations, maybe 2 generations here. They have kids for the 3rd generation, and their kids are Americanized, westernized. Just like a guy came on, I was on social media the other day, Asian guy, and he had a discussion, and the person was saying, go back to your country. Go back. He said, go back to your country. He said, what country am I going to go back? I was born in California. He said, I cannot identify myself as an Asian. Yes, the outer pearl is Asian, but he said he don't know. He just grew around his family and he speak the language. But away from that, guys, he's a Chinese American. He said, I'm a Chinese American. Oh, go back to China. He said, I was never born in China. I was born in California. And what if he have kids now? From a white person or a black person or whatever. Their kids now not 100% black no more. So you're going to have people going around, oh, I want to be identified as a pen. Oh, I want to be identified as a camera. Oh, I want to identify as someone else, but not you. Who are we lying to? Who are we lying to, people? No one want to take accountability and responsible for what they say and their action. That's the problem. That's the problem. No one is being held accountable in the world no more for the nonsense what they're pushing. But I'm going to hold Malik Yoba for this comment, talking about he don't identify himself as a black man. That's going to come back and bite him, this man, in it, you know what, because that don't make no sense. No sense. And these people, they do not support each other. That's the problem in our, number one, in our community. We don't support each other. We could come on social media and talk air out all the laundry. But when it's time to do our amends and bring some solutions, no one have them. No one have them. All them years I've shown up to the march. Where's the solution? All them years, Dr. Umar talking over almost 50 years to build a school. Still no school. Where's the solution? You come on social media, you talk, black this, black conscious, black woman, this and that. All is about talk. Talk, and they didn't do nothing. What's up, man? What's up, baby boy? Good morning, man. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the chat. Make sure you press the like button, guys, so the video go in the other rhythm. Yeah, man. So I'm ramping on this morning about with Malik Yoba talking about he no longer identify himself as a black man. I don't know what this man was drinking, what he was smoking, but he need to go back and wake up on the right side of the bed, because he's talking nonsense, because you think you come on TV talking about we should not identify as this and that. Yeah. Go tell people that who are working hard out there to take care of their family. Tell them to ignore their responsibility and start pick up the bandwagon and going to all these law and changing their name, their identity, change it, change everything and put it on their driver license that they no longer color, do not identify as a black man. People, and the thing is, people will know that you're full of the crap. All of these people that identify this, that they're all full of crap, guys. They're living a lie. They're living a damn lie. So Malik going around now. So what about the young people, Malik? What are you going to tell the young people that my kids, I have Japanese, I have black? What are you going to tell them? What are you going to tell this generation that are more racial entwined than any other ethnic group? People, majority of America right now is not 100% white no more. Everyone is tampered or fused with something. Because no one is 100% white, no one is 100% black, and we all came from the same genetic DNA with one race. So for me, because there are some good Caucasian people out there that I call friend, and there are some good black people out there that I call friend as well, and good Asian, good Spanish, good people, and you have some wicked people in those culture as well. Why one race have more? Listen. All the scientists in the world come together and say where life started from. I don't even want to get into that. We all know where life started from, guys. That's just that's a fact. All the scientists in the world came to conclusion that life started from Africa. And through the period of thousands of years, hundreds of years, people migrate and filter out. You have filter. Listen, common sense. That's why scientists sometimes is common sense. When you have people that live in Africa, which is a hot continent, the Ukraine, as they say, it's hot. Because that is where like the sun, east and the west, boom. Now you have people that live there for years and years and years. The melon. That's what gives you this, because we have that. So when you have people move away from the source of vitamin D, the sun, and migrate to other different part of the world. Follow me good. And migrate to different part of the world. And retrieve away from the sun. And hear this now. Hear this now for all your brilliant scientists. He's confused. Probably, yeah, he's confused. You can't listen to these people. Hear this now. If you believe in the Most High in the Bible with the flood, because every culture have something about a flood in it. We used to live longer. We used to live longer because the sun could give life and take life. The sun itself, that sun you see that shine, could give life or take life, because the sun could suck your energy. If you're out in the sun too long, it could suck your energy. And we all know that part of the world, a person who with less, what do you call it, melon, is darker, because that melon give you some shade from the sun, not directly. Okay, keep what I said. So if you believe in this flood, those people will live longer. Why? Because the further away from the sun is less damage. Because remember, guys, the earth was deep in the ground before the flood. So man used to live, the sun used to be further away from men, right? So now, when you had the flood, what happened? Where did the water go? The water didn't go in the sky. The water receded under the ground. And when you put something under the ground, what happened? It's going to come up. And that's what happened. People start living less because the sun, we're closer to the sun, and the sun is taking away life, sucking our energy. So when you have people move away from the hot continent and migrate out, if you believe in Noah and all them people, Ham, Japhet, and all them people there, move out. And Gomor, I think those are like Europeans, Russians. They move away from the hot and went to a cold place. Russia, Iceland, Europe, France, UK. So let me remind you now, this is common sense. Let me remind you, Africans are the best possible athlete on earth. Yeah. And Santiago to race, when you see Jewish people, they have the most contribute to science discipline in numbers. Listen, listen, listen. What is Jewish? And don't tell me people dress a certain way. What is Jewish? Oh boy, I'm telling you, knowledge is power. Let me tell you something. The enemy we're fighting is a very cunning person. He's a fox. He knows a lot of things. Why all these stereotypes exist? Where do you think they come from? Okay, hear this now. So let me get back to the story. I'm making a point. When you have two forces in the world, it's a fact. Up, down, side, always have a different side. You have an entity that fighting each other one to one. One is deceiver and want to hide the truth and project that what they are doing is right. It had nothing to do with color. It had nothing to do with color. Color came from men. And man is getting the information from a source that is corrupted. Do you notice I didn't mention anything about color? So when you have a positive energy and a negative energy. The negative energy is portraying a fraud to pretend that he is positive or she is positive vibes. We are all equal. This enemy is so smart that he know that human beings are emotional. Because this entity been around thousands, maybe millions of years before we came here. And this entity know everything more than we think we know. And this entity love to use the race card segregation because all of these things, what the enemy push is to divide and conquer. But we are so caught up in our own agenda that we forgetting what this enemy is doing to us. And thinking that what we fight for is righteousness, and it's not. So in the time of Noah, when the water receded, where did the water went to? Under the ground. Good point. So the water went under the ground, and what happened? The earth go up further up. That is why the Creator said, man will no longer live to see 120 years. The time frame was different back then. Man used to live old. Not no 50 years. I'm talking about hundreds of years. You see, men. That's the problem, men. Men don't want to take the responsibility to follow the Creator. That's the problem of the world. We're going somewhere. That's the problem. And thinking what they're pushing is right. And knowing that the enemy is out there, guys. He's real. And the enemy project every negativity that he could think of, give us ideas, think it's good. Because this entity study our move, listen, we are not smarter than this entity. Trust me. We are not smarter than that person, that entity. We are not. So we fool ourselves and think that we're smart and try now is, oh, use a race card. Don't identify yourself as a black. And not knowing the ramification and the consequences when a person think like that. So now, Malik, you thinking, oh, I no longer identify myself as a black person. Who are you fooling? Then at the end of his conversation, let them figure it out. Let them who figure it out. Who are they? This is who are they. What he's trying to say. They are this. We're going to use the word they. Our permanent overshadowed in the realm of racism and hate. Yes, we are being misled and bamboozled. Because this enemy that we're fighting convince this how deep we're going back. This enemy is so smart. You got to give this enemy credit. You have to, because you have to acknowledge. When you give somebody credit, you acknowledge their capability. So this entity went around and took 2/3. 2/3. Not once I mentioned about color. Not once I mentioned about color. So all of these pastors that come around this and that people, they are being misled and beguiled. That's the word, beguiling people. So this entity, what he does, he go around and perpetrate himself like a chameleon. Pretend to be on your side. Oh yes, we on your side. Boom, 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 boom. But have his personal agenda. So hear this now. When you have the people migrate from Africa and start going to all these different part of the world, it's cold. They wasn't expecting that. Because they venturing into the new world, as they say. So when you start go to a place where the sun don't shine as much, and over the years and years has passed, humans have a natural way to adapt to their environment. Naturally, naturally, naturally. So you have all these people that start France, Germany, Russia, Finland, Iceland, Greenland, all these cold places, Alaska. Start putting on more clothes. Cool. All right. We involve. Before fire came, man used to eat what? We, we used to eat vegetables. That's what we're supposed to eat. But before fire came in, what? Man never used to have cooked food. Come on now, people. Someone gave him that idea to cook the food, make it taste better, season it up. These what you call involve, human involved in their environment. So whatever environment these people went to in this cold place, they involve, start putting on more clothes, start hiding themselves in where? In caves from the heat, from the cold. It was cold, guys. So eventually, your outer appearance start to change because you have to adapt to the environment. But we still come from one human race. Don't forget, 2/3 went against the creator. 2/3. 2/3. 2/3 of human beings decide to do what they want to do, to listen to that entity. Why? Because this entity promised them something and will never, ever could fulfill it. He sold them a dream. And one of the worst things is to someone to believe in their own lie. And make promises for people to That is the same vibes we're listening today. Nothing new underneath the sun, guys. So we could waste our time and speak about racism is not of God. Racism is from the devil himself. Keep it real. One of the most important things that a person could do in their life, when you separate yourself from others and think that you are better than others, and making promise and telling people you're going to give them this, you're going to give them that, and at the end of it, you cannot deliver. So this entity is selling people a dream that he could never fulfill. But these people decide 2/3. Oh my God. People, do you know what 2/3? We are talking about billions and billions and billions of people decide to follow his vibes. And these people know now that they've been lied to, been tricked, been bamboozled, been beguiled. So those people are the people that want to get you to their location as well, destination. They want misery, love, company. So when you see people in the world talking about separating people, that is another old trick from the enemy, because one of the oldest war strategy is to divide and conquer. So as long as you have human being on this face of this earth, you will have racism, because one person think they are better than you. Have nothing to do with race. Just a human, natural, how this entity manipulate people to thinking what they doing is right. And believe everything in their power, what they're doing is right. And they stand on it to the point where they are being deceived and being misled, but they don't care because they bought the propaganda. They have the ticket. So this is why you will never get rid of racism. And we, as a people that know the truth, need to tell people this is not the way to handle it, Malik. This is not the way to handle it. So when you have people that migrate to different part of the world, then you have people start to isolate themselves from others and start putting themselves in groups. The only way a group is successful, you have to get people who believe the same thing as you. That's why racism, you will never get rid of racism, because that's the enemy number one go-to ticket. Divide and conquer. Because he knows, I'm telling you, the enemy knows if people are free in knowledge and spirit and in truth and make decision with a sound mind, but unfortunately, we as people, we don't see each other as God people. We see each other as races. That's the problem. We don't see people as God people. We see people as a race for survival. And within that race, some of the information that we inquire is not true, is false. Because this entity, he want to keep you in ignorance. to divide the people. That's his strongest weapon, guys. That's the enemy's strongest weapon is division. Because he know until we all come to the unification of one God. That's the problem. Until we come to the unification, there is one God, one faith. Then we will start to heal. But as long as we believe that we are 100% right in our ways, racism will always be there. People always want to rule over other people because the entity that they serve have the same mindset. Get a bunch of people who are on his side, who he manipulate, who he lied to, beguile them, and they bought the ticket. There is nothing new this enemy is doing, guys. There's no new tricks. One of the oldest war strategy is to divide and conquer, because when the people are divided, you are not going to fight together because you believe your cause is more important than the next person's cause. So that's what the enemy do. That's one of his major things, guys. Divide and conquer. Keep people divided. Use the race card. Use everything. Divide them up. Don't let them come together. Even lie to them. Don't let them come together, because the power of unity is love. And if you don't have love, you're not going to have unity, because only love brings people together. Only love and concern bring people together. So as long as we as human beings have this mindset, we need to be separated from others. The enemy is winning, guys. He's winning. He's winning big time. Because how he's winning big time? Because you have the pastors, them that compromise. You have the people, them like Al Sharpton, lying to the people. Jamel Bryan lying to the people. All of these pastors, they compromise. They compromise the truth. That's all of these people, the truth. Once you compromise the truth and believe what you want to believe in, you are being influenced by other entities to do their deed. And that's what this condition that the world is in right now. Everyone want to do their deeds. Everyone think they are right. And I'm going to ask this question again. And every time I ask this question, no one could answer it. And here is the question. The question is this. With all the religion in the world, and they all believe they are right, why is the world in this condition? Why the world is in this condition? If everyone say they are right, they preach in love and peace and unity and all of that, but the world is saying it's untrue because these people are not preaching love, they are not speaking on unity, all they're speaking of me, myself, and I. And we will never get rid of racism as long as we have people, because people are wicked, bad-minded people. Plain and simple. Been used by other entity and think that what they stand for is the truth. Just like Malik Yoba saying he no longer identify himself as a black man. Well, someone is lying to this man. I don't know who he's lying to, but who's lying to him. But people, I don't believe this type of thinking. I believe this thinking is it's sad, man. As long as we have black people that think like that, our race will never elevate, guys, because we thinking that God gonna come and turn everything around and put we in power, enslave the white people, let them know how it feel. No. And then when you read the Bible, slavery is in the Bible. That's another story. It's another story. It's another story. I read the Bible and I love the Old Testament. There is something about the Old Testament that you have to read it and you have to study it. Because when you go into the New Testament, there's a lot of contradiction. And I come to the understanding why I come to that conclusion is this. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I believe the New Testament is corrupted. Because when you study the Old Testament, there is such things called as principles. No compromise. And one of the teaching that I know in the Old Testament, there is no compromise with the true and living God. There is no give and take. Moses tried arguing back and forth with God. We are not going to change God's statute and morals and righteousness. That will never change. Hear this now. You said something earlier about Jewish. Almost slipped me, but thank God it came back. What is Jewish? What is Jewish? People think Jewish is a religion. Man, turn it into a religion. Don't get me wrong. That's another thing. Same thing in the Muslim, same thing in Christian. Those three religion. You them? You didn't call them religion. This is what confused me. In the Muslim, in the Christianity, in the Jewish, there are so many different departments. They're not the Jewish from me. Oh, they're not the Muslim that I serve. Christian, there's so many different versions of Jewish people, Kabbalah, and just people, and same thing with Muslims. So many different. Oh, I'm not Hamas. I'm not this. People, I can't keep up with it. So I come to the understand with this. With all of these religions in the world, everyone cannot be right. That's the question I ask. With all the religion in the world, I don't want to hear this nonsense or just another option. I don't want to hear it go. When it comes down to serving the true and living God, there's only one option. There's no 3 or 4 or 5 different religion in one religion. Oh, I'm not Hamas, but I'm Jewish. Or I'm not this. I'm not the extreme. I cannot keep up with it. Someone is lying. Because if everyone was right in the world, why the world is in this condition now? No one can answer me this question. No, I answer it. I ask. People cannot answer it. If everyone is right, why the world is like this? So that's telling me it's not every religion is of God. Some of them is made from men. Men love to be acknowledged. Men love to be worshipped. But when you look at it, one thing all religions have in common, one thing I see they have in common, divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. You have a Muslim fighting Christian, Christian fighting Muslim, Jewish fighting Christian, Christian fighting Jewish, Jewish fighting Muslim, Muslim fighting Jewish. All people, it's a mess. It's a mess. So who is right? Who is right? Everyone cannot be right, because if everyone was right, the world would never be in this condition that it's in now. So that's telling me someone is lying. And I know there's one entity in this world that have the power to change himself into anything that he wants to be, to deceive people. Because I guarantee you this is the entity that I'm speaking to directly. Man know God's statue. What I mean statue, man know God's righteousness. I read a couple books, so many books, and no one could tell me how long it took this entity to beguile Eve. You see, the man is ahead. And the man's supposed to set the example for the woman to follow. Right? When you have people operate out of character and start to believe in other things, I mean, God is not in the picture no more. The true and living God is not in the picture no more. Because if I'm the true and living God, and I come up on the scene and see other people there pretending to be me, how would you feel? But the problem that I have, this entity don't have no type of consideration or feelings or no type of attached emotion to nothing. His main purpose is to beguile you, trick you, deceive you, manipulate you, use you. Then at the end of his using you, you have to pay a debt. And his debt is destruction, because that's all he could give you is death. He cannot give you life. And that is what I believe this entity is using today, that he could give you something better. And knowing that, this entity know that he do not will ever, 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 ever go back to a statue of righteousness. So when you have an entity that do not want you to have that, he will do anything that's necessary. That's included robbing, stealing, killing, whatever it takes, because this entity don't have no type of conscience. That is what the church is lacking, the teaching to know that there is an entity that you are fighting. And when you're fighting someone, it's not the person you're fighting the entity that working behind that person. Because the entity behind that person, his number one thing is, guy, is to take you out. To lie to you. To tell you all type of nonsense propaganda to confuse you. Like, don't identify as a black person. And that is where we're at today, guys. And I'm gonna end it right there. I'm telling people, listen, it's not everything you see, and it's not everything you think the grass is greener than the other side. People, this journey that you see called as life, you will be held accountable. We all will be held accountable. And you know the good thing about it? We can never use that race card. Because what's going to give it to us is reality. What have you done? It's not about me. It's not, you can't blame, oh, that white man, oh, that black man, oh, that Muslim, oh, that Chinese guy over there, that Latino guy over there. None of that. Because you came in this world by yourself. And no one knows where we was at before we came into this dimension. We was in our mother womb, but we was somewhere. No scientists, I don't care what scientists tell. People say no one can remember none of the guys. So you left there, you come in this present, then you go back to another dimension. The unknown dimension will go back. So we have to pay attention to how we treat people in this life, because the same vibes and action you put out, you will be held accountable. Maybe not in this lifetime, but I cannot see how the gift of life was given to you without your choice. You didn't even ask for it. It was given to you. And do you think the person that gave you this gift, you're not going to be hold accountable what you did with it? People, not once I mentioned about racism and this and that. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Racism is not from God, guys. That is a negative vibes, and all negative vibes, you know where it's coming from. It's all based on a lie. One entity want to prove that he know everything. And how ironic, this man beguiled 2/3. So who are we in this lifetime? And there was nothing mentioned about color back then. No color, guys. No color is mentioned. But we have one entity. We use that because he know that's the power that he have to divide and conquer. Guys, thanks for joining me. I'm over an hour. Big up to everyone that's supporting the channel, guys. Thanks for everyone that coming back and forth. And listen, guys, this is, we have the hats. This is the black and the all black guys, and we have different hats. I'm going to display it. This is the brown and cream, you know what I mean. And this is the black and cream, and we and this is the another one. You know what I mean, guys? We just showing all the hats, guys. We showing all the hats. So so if you need a hat, hit me up, guys. Hit me up. You need a hat. This is the brown, green. Hit me up, guys. Hit me up. This is the green. And wow, just keep going, guys. I have a lot of hats. And this is my special design right here. This is my special design, guys. This is my special design hat right here. Big up to everyone. You know what I mean? Enough love. That's how it is, guys. You know what I mean? Thanks, you guys, for joining the live. Make sure you press share, subscribe to the platform. And until next time, guys. Appreciate everyone that take the time out to join me this morning, going to the afternoon. It's 12. It's almost 1 o'clock. So, you know what I mean? Thanks, everyone, for supporting it, guys. And until later. All right.